Hello, it's Denise here, Junk Journal Junkie UK. Come to make some ephemera with you today. I'm going to use up some of my 12 by 12 scrapbooking pages that I've got, some pretty ones that I quite like, that I've saved for making ephemera with, and some of the clusters that I've been making, because I now have 3 tubs of clusters. I love making them, I love using them, but I haven't done, so I'm going to use some today. So I'm going to make these little, well, they can be anything you want them to be. They're just little foldovers, really. So they can be booklets. So you could put, you know, like a notepad inside them. You could just put a journaling piece of paper on the back there. You could put a pocket inside it. So it can be so many different things. And all I've done is cut and folded the paper and put a cluster on the front. They don't have to be that way. You can put one, if I've got a cluster going the other way, too big that one of course, but you can put a cluster going that way on them so that they open up that way. You don't have to have a paper clip on them, you can just leave them to close themselves, or you could put a little something here. I'll use this button for the one for something else that you can just tuck them into to keep them closed. So, you know, once you've got a little stash of these, there's no end of things that you can do with them. So it's my intention to do a kind of a mass make, so I'm going to make a few of them and then stick some clusters on some of them and leave others completely blank. Okay, so the first thing I need is my rather large scorer for the 12 by 12. Right, which paper shall I do first? This beautiful butterfly, I think. I've been saving it. Just trying to think what I had them. I had them 7. Yeah, I had them 7 tall and 4.5 wide. Is that right? No, I think I did them 4 wide in the end, and then I could get 3 out of the. Yep, that's right, 4 wide, which meant I could get 3 of them out of the 12 by 12. Anything bigger than 4.5 wouldn't fit in my the smaller journals I make anyway. Right, let's go in a straight line. It does one. Oh, that's gone all over the place. Am I in a line? Well, that's in a completely different place to the last one. Let's just turn it round to make sure it is the right. And it seems to have gone over a little bit. Oh no, it's not. It's in the right place. It's so easy with these to jump across a line if you're not concentrating on what you're doing. Now, I have got a nice big scoreboard, but I don't have a nice big cutting machine. Well, not one that works very well. So I have a small cutter and a big scoreboard, and I could do with the other two. I could do with a nice big cutter, and I could do with a nice small scoreboard. But as I've said to you before, there's so many things you need and want, and you don't need them, do you? You can do without them. So shall I cut, or shall I use I think I'll use this and me craft knife, which usually serves me quite well. I've got that lovely scored line. If I can see it, it's getting quite dark now. It's 4 o'clock here in the UK. Hope you're all well and happy, doing something interesting. Crafting along maybe, or perhaps just chilling and watching. Whoops, I hope I didn't knock you then. Didn't quite get through there. I didn't quite stay on the line either. It's just that bit where the tripod's in front of me. Yeah, not so good, but we'll straighten it out. We'll straighten it out when we've cut them to size. So back onto this. Don't know why I've turned it sideways. Maybe I can do it easier sideways though. Let's try. So we want, no, not really, sorry guys, 7 I got those the right way? Yeah, I've got them the right way. So that's leaving us with some little smaller pieces there. You're in a straight line. Yeah. Okay, so that's the piece. I'm going to cut that off in a minute, but I'm going to score each piece at 2. This was much easier without the tripod here. And 5. Nope, it's all over the place. Let's try again. Whoa. 5. That's better. Where was the 2? So I'm going to use the scissors this time. I mean, once I've done one, I'm going to try and do some mass make, so try and get them all cut first. Here, can you see that line down the side? So maybe I don't want to do that, maybe I just want to trim it without the divot there. Okay, so that's our first one. And that's probably the most complicated thing that we have to do. Right, I want the butterflies on the outside. So we're turning it. Yeah. Are they going to be the right way up? Yes, they are. That was lucky, wasn't it? And it doesn't matter which way you have your flap. It's the right way up, but it's not very straight. Time for the chopper. Let's see what's going off here. Yeah, miles off. So maybe they're going to be 3 7/8 by the time I've done, or 3 3/4. I'm not taking much off, just straightening it up. Oops. Hopefully that's straight now. We'll work out a way in a minute to do a lot at once. You're filming, aren't you? Yeah, a lot at once. Ooh. While getting them accurate, I'm not having to keep going back. So round the corner, glue the edge, and really the piece is finished apart from the decoration. So obviously, because it's a directional pattern, that has to be that way. It can't really turn on its side. Still don't look 100% straight to me, but the cluster that we put on it will definitely disguise it. So here is a very small few from the hundreds that I made. So do we want another butterfly on it? Of course, the big ones which I said could be tucks, can cut in half as well. These have got 2 lots of stitching on. So if I decided I wanted that butterfly for something, I could cut it across there and use the bottom half for something else. There's a little one. I think it should be that way. Quite like it that way actually. So that's one of the ones I made with following Tanya's at Tatty Treasures tutorial. Yeah, I think because those butterflies are quite delicate, aren't they? I'll stick that one on there. That's my bone folder. Because this is scrapbooking paper, it is quite thick paper as well, double-sided. It's like very light cardstock really. You know, so a fastener might be a good idea. Yeah, let's just do it. I like that lace peeping behind. So we're going from there to the bottom of that. Don't need a lot on it. I'm pleased after the glue issues I've been having just recently. Yeah, and that's slightly off centre and that's fine as well. Yeah, I like it. Now what I was doing was putting these on just to hold them while the glue set and they kind of train themselves. But you could always put them on with a fancy gem or a piece of paper and leave it. Yep, so I might just make that one a journaling spot with a bit of something in it. Right, so let's work out how we can do a few at once. I have got some already cut, which I believe, threw on the floor. But that's not working out how to mass make them with you, is it? So let's see what we can do on here. Sorry if that made your eyes go funny. It's a bit of a quick movement. So what have I cut out? Oh, I've got that piece cut out. Maybe I used all the small ones. Still got a piece of the... Oh, I used that different one. Let's have the florally one then. So, to start with, I just want now my mat's in centimetres and my board is inches, so I don't want to make a groove in it, I just want to cut it. Don't know why I'm putting everything to my left suddenly today. So if I line this up on my board, where am I going to be able to cut? Over there. Line it up on the grid nice and straight on my mat is what I meant. And then line my ruler up with the lines on my mat as well, and the mark that I made. So this should be a nice straight cut. As long as I go down the straight line. It is coming straight at you guys though, so let's hope I don't veer off at the bottom. Right, did it go through? No. Just at the bottom there I'm missing it where I change the angle because of where you are. Okay, so they should now be 7 inches in width. I want to cut them again, don't I? Yeah, but I'm going to have to mark it again because I'm in inches again, aren't I? So we went 4, didn't we? 4 and 8, so we got 2 out. Assuming that it is a 12 by 12, and sometimes you get an extra 1/4 inch or so on your paper. So again, line it up nice and neat on the lines that are there. Yes, and we look square. Super. And oops, where did I make that mark? Marks, there was 2, wasn't there? I can't see them. Let's see if this will give me some idea. I have got a very small ruler, this one, with inches as well as. So somewhere there, I can't see one there. Oh yeah, I think that, oh no, that's the rose. Oh well, let's make another one. I should have done it bigger. So we're going 4. I'll find it once I've done this, you'll see. I think I might have found it. Oh, I haven't. 4. Oh, does that leave me 4? And the mark. Yeah, it does exactly 4, so it was dead on 12 that way. Whoops. 4. Well, I don't know where that. I wonder if it was on the piece I cut off. Surely it can't have been. Oh, it's a mystery. Anywho. Right. So the mark is just past the one on my board. What did I just do with that? Oh, there it is. Now, I just sharpened one of these today. Well, it must have been the other one. You know, taking the blade off and I don't know, better. Yeah, and it's ended up in exactly the same place, so. Oh no, that one hasn't. Well, we're in the right place. I don't know how the mark ended up there like that. Well, obviously I put it there, but I don't know how I managed that. Okay, that's 3, and it's double-sided, so we can do one colour and one another. Let's do some more of these soon as it's cut. Oh, that's got a... Are we straight? I think we are. Where does 4 take me on the grid? Oops, I'm in centimetres. So we're looking at, yeah, about 10 centimetres. Right, that's not going to cut it, is it? Which, I mean, the whole thing is 30, is it? It's about 30 and 3/4 centimetres, so it's slightly bigger. But we're going for 10 again. So if the last one's a little bit big, that's fine. 10 centimetres. Okay, I think probably with the ones I've already got done, that will suffice me for now. So we've got 6, have we? Yeah, so we'll do these 6, which will give us 4 different patterns, so we'll have 2 repeated. Why are they? They're all different sizes, go figure. Well, they're not. These are all the right size. Oh, because I assumed that one was. I didn't check it, did I? Just cut it right. These are all the right size, so I want to do them all. Let's see what's going on here. Check on the board first. Yeah, just slightly off on the edge, not a lot. So if we straighten it up, there, that one's good to go. So I expect it to be the same with all of these. Well, that one's straight. I don't think this one is by the looks of it. No, this one's off a smidge on this side as well. So, okay, now we've got 6, we'll try again. Now we'll have to do the scoring. Yeah, score first, then ink. No, score round the corners, then ink. How does that sound? Okay, I don't think it matters too much which way this one goes, so move it that way a little bit. Can you still see 2? The thing with this board is you need to be pulling towards you. I don't suppose you can see there, can you? Let me just see if it's better for me there, because yeah, pulling down towards you is the key, I think. So if you just bear with me. I know it's ever so slightly out of your shot. Better. Yeah, the having your tool fairly flat and pulling this way, I think makes a big difference. So I'm doing them at 2 and 5. Obviously you can do them whatever size you want. My flaps are very similar, you know, the top and the bottom, not the same but near close to each other. You can do, you know, a small one and a bigger one, whichever you prefer, or a few different ones. So you can see once you've got your pieces cut, if you've got a big cutter, this will be a piece of cake for you. You can whip through them. It's a good job I like faffing about, because that's what I do, and it's not a problem when I'm not filming, when I'm not trying to work around the camera. You know, doing that is not an issue at all. Again, you don't have to round the corners if you like a square corner. I just like mine, I don't know, just looks finished off to me a little bit. You could put fancy corners on them if you wanted to really go to town. And you could make these out of digitals as well. In fact, I probably will at some point, because you know, some journals just don't want the bulk. In fact, I've got one here sitting on my desk that is imminently going to be filled. That I can't put a lot of this scrapbooking paper in. It's just a single signature, like a lot of the quick journals I make. And because I like to put a good few things in them, this scrapbooking paper just bulks them out too much. I'll give you a quick show before it gets buried in what we're doing. I don't think I've showed you this one before. I might have. It's got the beautiful Laura Ashley page in it, and the others are Janie B and Victoria Design papers. I think there's a Shabby Dabby Doodah, yep, popped in there. Artie Mays. I just, all the lovely papers that I mop up off my desk. Yeah, beautiful. So you can see what I'm saying about the size of it. That's the other Laura Ashley page. You know, it will be quite fat by the time I've filled it. I start filling it with big pieces, you know, like those. I'm not going to get very much in. Right, back to what we're doing then, which is some inking. And I'm going to go with me distress ink so that I'm not too, she says, heavy-handed with it. I want them distressed but not too dark, so that they can go in the florally journals if I want them to. If I'm putting them in a grungy one, I can always darken them up when I actually use them. I just want to get rid of the white cut edges for now. So these would be nice just as an interactive piece with a pretty picture or something behind them, if you don't want the journaling space. Make some lovely pockets though, hidden pockets. You could use your fancy scissors or your fancy punch down the front edge, the flat or top flap of one of them. I might do that with a couple actually, not today on camera because I'll have to go root my fancy edge out, but me cutter, although I've got some scissors here, I might have a try, I'll see. Lid on that. Now if I move just so you can't see what I'm doing now. Before we bury them all, let's bring them all back. There's one over there I can't reach. Oh! Aha! When did I do that one? Oh, that was the first one we did when I was just showing you. So my memory. Okay, so let's have this bright one on the outside. So it's just literally a matter of folding them up and scoring them. I mean, how much easier can it be? Okay, so England is mainly now out of lockdown, as far as I'm aware. People are starting to go on holiday. Well, I know you can travel. People are going abroad as well. My next door but one neighbour has gone abroad away. But people are starting to go on holiday. I mean, obviously I've been to the caravan. I told you in a couple of videos ago that I was filming from the caravan. I'm just wondering how much it's going to change the summer holidays for the children this year. I have a caravan on the east coast, and it's only a smallish site actually, and it's usually fairly quiet even during the summer holidays. I mean, we have a couple of weeks where everybody, I think when they first break up and into like the first week of August, it's busy, and then after that it all kind of dwindles off. But I have a feeling it's because a lot of the parents with children, it's just an extra holiday and they go abroad. So I'm wondering how busy it's going to be around the British Isles this year with holidaymakers. I think we might all find we're a bit busier than usual. Okay, I wonder if you're getting away anywhere. Let me know if you are. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, plus the 4 that are there. So that's quite a lot in your stash, isn't it, of these, if we get them made. But 7, and there's 4 there, yeah, 11. That'll be 11 pieces of my the minute I turn this camera on, words just leave my head. Clusters, that's the word I was looking for this time. I'm going to have a prompt sheet on the wall, I think, with words when I'm looking for them. Clusters, so I'll have used 9 of my clusters up as well, which will be good. Okay, so let's decide. So I can have one of those each way, I think. It might depend on the clusters. I think I like that one that way. Have one of those each way. And that's the same as that one, isn't it? Right, let's see if I can find some clusters for them. And then the job's a good one. A good one, as we say. I love that little blue bird. I don't think it's the colour for anything. I've got all pinkies and purples. Courageous. Maybe. I'm going to stick some maybes on. A blue typewriter. Cute, that, actually. Maybe. That's a big one. Oh, that's nice. That is a big one. But as a sideways enclosure, it's a nice heavy. We looked at that one before, didn't we? Do we like that one on there better? I might, actually. Will you go on here? Pink and blue and yellow. They really are cheerful and bright, aren't they? I know you're having trouble possibly seeing them at the moment. I could just about put any of these, as most of them will fit. And that's a nice thick one. Right, that was easy, wasn't it? Not too much thinking. And probably the rest of them would fit on as well. So, what did I have on there? Didn't I put one on that one? Or that one? Will that bluebird go on there? Yes, it will. So, can you see? What's that on there? No. That's a biggish one, isn't it? Yeah, let's have a really long one, just for the sake of. Get some more clips, because once I glue these on, I want to hold them shut until at least the glue has set. Right, where should we start? Let's start with this big happiness one. And Fabri-Tac, because I want a good strong hold, because it might be used, you know, to pull it open as a tab. Oops, string. Yep, so it doesn't matter if it goes over that side much. The lace anyway. I guess if you're putting it on a page, you don't want it past that edge. We're not glued there, are we? Nope. Super. So like I say, I'm just clipping them down for now, and then I'll decide. You could put like a circle with a brad on, or a little tie, perhaps a little tie around them. Just get a little cross one then, shall we? That's got the lump of lace on the back. Yeah, I think I quite like it over there, and then that lace lays down over the edge. It's on a piece of similar scrapbooking paper at the back. So the whole thing's not being stuck down as well, so that's another reason I want plenty of glue on it. Oh, there's a fly buzz. Lost my voice then. A fly buzzing around. Now, that might want a little butterfly at the top because it's a banner poking upwards. Oh, go away. I don't have them right here with me, so that will have to wait until I've cleared the desk a little. a butterfly or something. Courageous. I just love these clusters, and they're such fun to make. They really are. Love making them, love sewing them, and love using them. If you haven't had a go yet, have a go, but prepare to be addicted. Yeah. Just lovely. If you love playing with bits of paper like I do. Yeah. Pleased with the way these are coming together with no thought whatsoever, to be honest. Can't say that I thought long and hard. I mean, you could think long and hard and decide exactly what you want on them, but kind of anything that I put on seemed to fit. Yeah, and there's a third reason for Fabri-Tac, because there's stitching on the back, which is a bit like fabric when you're trying to stick it down. It resists some of the glues. Gosh, that fly. I don't know if he's just trying to annoy me or it's just a happy accident. But he wants to be in the same space I'm in. Get off. So I've got somewhere some really pretty coloured paper clips, brightly coloured I should say. So one or two I might just put them on. But I'm thinking I'll lay them all under this mat when I've done. And that will flatten them a bit as well. Just keep training the paper a bit with the bone folder. Goodness me, somebody's speeding past out there. You always hear about my traffic and my buses going past, don't you, on my videos? I have to smile to myself when I watch a lady called, here we go, searching for words again. I know her name. Yes. Well, I'll get back to you in a minute on that one. Anyway, she's somewhere in America, I don't know where, but she has planes going over all the time. Strange. Tammy, that's it. Goodness me, Tammy Van Antwerp. She often has the planes going over, and I smile to myself and I think, that's like me with the buses. People must think, how do you live with that noise? You just don't hear them after a while. I like the rows on rows there actually, and that lace sticking out the bottom. So it's kind of a clashy, the red and the purpley colours don't really go, but then if you look at the paper behind, it's got that dark purple and the pink, and I didn't choose that for any particular colour choice. I just went with it and then saw that it matched. I like that says violet as well, and this is a bit of a purpley colour, so yeah, great fun, these clusters, great fun. Didn't look like it had been inked, that one, but it has on the other side, which is where it matters. Yeah, I like the fact that's really big and covers that up as well. Oh, am I just easy pleased, or is it just that I'm playing with paper? But they're definitely making me happy. Bright, cheerful, pretty, easy to do, right up my street. Yeah, this is a bit of a messy one, but I like it. I like the fact that it's messy and wrinkly, and yeah. Better put plenty on that lace, haven't I? Some lovely, peaceful, relaxing crafting. That's what we like, especially on a weekend, which it will be when you see this. It's not yet for me. Where can I clip that where it's not going to catch that? just while it dries. Is that it? Oh, I'm sad if I've come to the end. Got this one. Yeah, I've done all the rest. Right, what shall we put on this one? Have I got something here without digging out? Let me just show you again what I've got. Green one. Quite like the stamps on that one. Is it digital? Yeah, I think it is. Oh, like the pointy bottom on it as well. I think I might just ink it again. It has been inked. I can see it has, but just to make those, like the sharp angles, pop out a little bit. How many did I look at before I chose it? 2? Yeah, I like it. It looks like a letter. Whoops. Okay, so we're just about done, guys. All I can say is thank you for spending time with me while I had fun. Hope you enjoyed watching it. I hope you go and make some, because they really are brill. Give me a thumbs up in the box below if you enjoyed it. Comment, write me a comment and I'll have a little chat with you. I'd love to. Subscribe if you haven't, but more than anything, go and have a lovely day. Thanks ever so much. See you soon. Bye bye.